When people think about refurbishments of coasters, they typically think about RMC turning wooden coasters into smooth steel coasters. However, today I'm going to be counting down the 5 coolest refurbishments of roller coasters that were not done by RMC. Let's get right into the video. Thanks to Calamity Coasters for the idea for this video. Number 5 is the retracking and reprofiling of the Beast at Kings Island. Before the summer of 2022, the Beast had major track work done on large portions of its track that were rough, making it a very smooth ride last year. The ride also had some minor reprofiling done, with a small hill added before the large helix in the tunnel, and the drop made steeper and entering the tunnel earlier. This refurbishment made for a great new ride that's very smooth and enjoyable, which is why it's on this list at number 5. Number 4 is the GCI revamping of Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm. This ride was getting complaints that it was too rough and uncomfortable, so the park brought in the wooden coaster company Great Coasters International, or GCI. The company would retrack the coaster and make it much smoother, as well as replacing trains with their new Millennium Flyer trains, which made the ride overall a much smoother and more enjoyable experience. I haven't personally experienced this, but from what I've heard, it made the ride from good to great. At number 3 is the revamping of Hades 360 at Mount Olympus Water and Theme Park. Hades 360 was originally a gravity group wooden coaster with many dips and turns and a small island of track in the parking lot that was originally just a hill and a turn. However, when Hades became Hades 360, Gravity Group would modify the track to include a corkscrew that would give it the 360 degrees in the ride's name. This would make it a truly unique coaster, which is why it's the number 3 coolest coaster revamp. At number 2, we have Do-Dodonpa. Do-Dodonpa was the world's fastest accelerating coaster that featured a launch, some turns, and a gigantic top hat. However, when the ride would become Do-Dodonpa, the giant top hat was replaced with a gigantic, almost circular vertical loop. This new element was intense and forceful, making it one of the coolest new elements seen on a coaster and why it's one of the coolest coaster revamps ever. And at the number 1 spot, we have Powder Keg, A Blast in the Wilderness at Silver Dollar City. This coaster was originally known as Buzzsaw Falls and was a water coaster. The water coaster was designed by Premier Rides. However, in 2003, Buzzsaw Falls would close. Then, in 2005, the park would open Powder Keg. Powder Keg was an all-new air launch coaster built by S&S that used the lift hill and turn from the original Buzzsaw Falls water coaster. The new ride featured S&S's famous air launch, which would take you from 0 to 53 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds. I think the idea of taking an old and boring water coaster and turning it into something amazing like an SNS air launch coaster is truly incredible, and that's why I put Powder Keg as the #1 coolest non-RMC coaster revamp. Thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like as that helps me out quite a bit with the YouTube algorithm. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more great coaster content just like this, and make sure that you leave a comment about what you think is the coolest of these coaster revamps. As always, thanks for watching. ZZ Coasters, signing off.